Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's mani video is on the mani I'm currently wearing, which I used the press-ons from Maniology's Christmas box last year that were exclusive to the box, which are these. But I'm going to show you how to make this look with gel polish to accomplish this design. So I have this lovely jelly nude from Beetles, and I have this lovely holographic glitter from Beetles. I used a nail foil, and I'm not sure what brand this is, but I found it on Amazon, and it has birds and flowers and butterflies. And this is the nail foil that I used. And I also used Maniology's butterfly stickers. So we will go ahead and get into the base color. You will need a LED UV lamp. And we're going to go and put our first coat of this lovely nude. Alright, I'm going to pop this in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then we're going to do a second coat. I apologize ahead of time if you hear my son in the background or if you hear the storm that's going on outside. We have a really nasty storm going on. And on top of that, my son got sent home vomiting yesterday at the end of the school day, and I think, but I'm not sure, that he got a migraine. But just in case he picked up a stomach bug, we are being extra cautious, and he's just staying home and resting, even though he seems to be doing better. So, you know, that is unfortunately something he has inherited from me, is the migraines, especially in early childhood. He's had migraines since he was 3 years old, and I was just about as young as he was when I started getting them as well. So unfortunately he took after me on that one, and it's a miserable existence sometimes. So we're going to put our second coat on. We are almost done. Okay, put it in flame for 60 seconds. And we are done with the color. Now we're going to need our glitter. And it is a holographic, and on the tips they are holographic. It's a silver holographic glitter. And it is in the fine to fine glitter range. It's not ultra fine, but it is fine for size. Don't mind me, I'm pretty tired, so if you hear me yawning, that's just me being tired. We tried to stay up to see the meteor shower, but unfortunately we never got to see any of it, so it was worth a shot. Okay, so let's get into this. So we're going to go ahead and add glitter to the bottom. To the tip of the nail. And now I'm going to go in with a detail brush. I'm going to spread it upwards very gently. Up the nail, like so. Disperse the glitters down to the tip as well to even it out. All right. This is what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and go into this a little deeper. Dang, one of the rats or gerbils are very thirsty at this moment. There you have it. That's exactly how you make these glitter tips to it. gotta be careful to not let the gel go too far to the sides. If you need to flash cure, which is what I'm about to do. Okay, so now we have applied the glitter to all of the tips. I'm going to go ahead and finish curing. And then we're going to get into the nail foil part. So I use Macquart's nail foil glue. I'm also using Beetle's top coat. Alright, so grab my nail foil. Excuse me. Alright, so now we're going to apply our coat of Macquart foil glue. And we don't want to go too thick. And then you're going to want to cure for 60 seconds. Sorry guys, this is my tired mama today. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this strip of foil. That's all 4 birds that I have on both hands. Okay, so I'm going to start with the pinky, and I'm going to apply this green bird like so. Now, for those of you who struggle with foils, just keep practicing, guys. Foils can be finicky as can be, and sometimes it just really takes a lot of practice. I used to struggle with foils heavily, so if you're struggling, don't feel bad. It took a long time before I finally was able to use foils to the extent that I do now. There we go. Then we have the bird. So now for the middle finger, we're going to grab the bird on this end. Like so. I'm going to flip it to where it's upside down on here. Take all of the foil, as much as we can, the branches, and leaves, the flowers. I'm having to press kind of hard. So if you're wondering why I'm doing what I'm doing, I am going to have to press kind of hard to transfer it, and unfortunately the sticky tack on this is not wanting to be nice. So I am currently struggling to hold this in place. And it would appear we are almost there. Alright, so now we have our bird. Okay, and so the final one for the birds. I'm going to rub the foil of this bird into the thumb. Bingo. Perfect. So there's the bird. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do our florals. And I'm going to grab this section right here. What do you need, my son?
May I play with some magnets?
No, you need to be resting. We've been over this. Don't.
I have my nails done.
Robert, go lay down and rest, please. Sorry, guys. He's bored because he's starting to feel better, and this is what's making me believe that he had a migraine this time around and not an ailment. So here we're going to place flower here. And then we're going to go in with a flower at the bottom. And really we just want to make sure that there is a balance before adding any stickers or anything like that. The sticky deck does not want to stay. This would be so much easier if it was attached to my fingers, but that is not the case, so I will have to deal. There we have our foils. Now we're going to pick our stickers. As you can see, our foils. Now we're going to pick our butterfly stickers. And go ahead and grab these. And I need another side swiper. Perfect. All right. So now that I've added my 2 stickers, I used a side profile flying for the ring finger, and I used a full profile in flight, front facing for the index. There. Okay, so now I'm going to add my top coat and cure. Cool. Of course, they left a voicemail. Hence, most likely a scammer. How much fun is that? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds. And there you have it, guys. That is how I created this lovely mani that I am currently wearing. So as you can see, that is how I did that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this one was a very simple one, but I'd already started having people asking about what was on my hands. So yes, I did a very simple one for myself real quick, just to have a feel good while I was dealing with the start of school, dealing with birthdays, because the neighbor's oldest daughter had a birthday, and my husband and the neighbors, one of the neighbors themselves, the wife, was also, her birthday was coming up. So we had a bunch of birthdays, we had the start of school, and I'm currently dealing with repairs on my vehicle. I had to buy a new vehicle because my old one was totaled at the beginning of the summer. And the one that I bought needed some body work done to it before I was comfortable driving it. And so now I'm working on that. I'm working on medical appointments that got behind over the summer because of everything going on. So I have been pretty busy, so I apologize that things have been kind of simple, but it is slowing down. It's not so bad now, and I can finally start working on stuff again, and hopefully I'll have enough help over the holiday season so that shit doesn't get too crazy, because every holiday season stuff gets crazy for me and it's hard to do videos. So it looks like this year's going to be different. So hopefully we won't have any of those issues that we would typically have. And I do want to plan something nice and fun for you guys, especially now that Halloween's coming up, and that is my favorite time of year. So I'm really excited for Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, we have the pre-release announcement for the Halloween box for this year. It is coming out very soon, guys. The pre-order will be here very soon. So if you're interested in that, please make sure that you are checking your emails and that you were signed up for the pre-release type stuff, newsletters, and that you have put back enough money to afford it. With that being said, you know, I'm estimating 100 to 120 bucks. So that is the average that it generally is. And that is, every year I have seen it. It has been an awesome advent calendar box with exclusive items. And it is going to be out very soon. So please prepare if that is something you are interested in. And in a couple of months, you're going to need to be prepared for the Christmas box. And that is the only announcements I currently have. And I hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be, wherever you're at while you're watching this video. And until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye.